we're gonna go ahead and move on. The next segment is called the Book It segment, and I'm gonna give our guest here a chance to book something. And the topic I've come up with is, although we're about 6-7 months away, the 2018 Royal Rumble. I'd like you guys to go ahead and book the Royal Rumble as far as who's going to win the Rumble, and why, and who are they gonna go and face at WrestleMania 34, obviously, and why. And what would the outcome of the match be? Just go ahead and book that. I'm gonna go ahead and go to CEO first on this one, and yeah, go ahead.
So, to book the winner of the 2018 Royal Rumble, I had to be a smart, and I picked Shinsuke Nakamura to win. And in my mind, this is what I have. I have the last four coming down to Braun Strowman, Roman Reigns, Finn Balor, and Shinsuke Nakamura. And that is the perfect mixture between smarts, casuals, and Vince's baby. And so the way that I have that booked, we all know Roman Reigns is going to WrestleMania to face Brock Lesnar. I don't think he needs to win the Royal Rumble. So you however you get it down to where the last three are Finn, Roman, and Shinsuke. And as they're battling, as it looks like Roman is going to eliminate Shinsuke Nakamura, you have Finn Balor eliminate Roman Reigns, and Shinsuke Nakamura immediately follows up with the Kinshasa on Finn Balor to be the 2018 Royal Rumble winner, to go on to face AJ freaking Styles. And I don't need to say anything else.
Who goes over?
It doesn't fucking matter. I win either way. That was just the most smarky CEO booking. Either way, I win in that matchup.
Yeah, and you know, all of us would fucking die to see that. And with that being said, we're probably not going to see it, because we want to see it that bad.
Ever.
But Josh, Josh, I'm gonna go ahead over to you on that one. Go ahead and book it.
So I think this is Santino's year. I think that you give Santino the nod in the Rumble. Ellsworth already won Miss Money in the Bank, so Ellsworth is going to cash that in. And Ellsworth versus Santino at WrestleMania for the women's championship.
Oh God!
In the main event, correct?
Yeah, it's the Divas Revolution.
And who goes over? Or does it not matter? We all win.
No, Mae Young, the referee,
to a draw.
Here's the problem with WWE. Josh's scenario is more likely to happen versus CEO.
Why do you think I have this predictions belt?
Bro, you should be working for WWE right now with that type of booking. You would fit in perfectly.
I know exactly what I'm doing.
You do. And that's why you have the title. That's why you're the champion.
You know what? If Josh showed up dressed like that, he may make Vince think it's the late 80s again, and then we may get good booking because Vince maybe would be like, oh, fuck. I'm back in time. And then we'll get good booking.
Fuck, I gotta invade Georgia.
Why don't you just drive to Stamford? You're in New York. It's only like, what, an hour drive away? Connecticut?
Drive? You think I got a car? I don't drive anywhere, bro.
Well, oh, you got a chauffeur?
Nah, dude, I take the fucking train.
That's not trains is no place for a freaking world champion.
I know, it's bullshit.
He's a New Yorker now. He has to take in the whole experience.
Bro, yeah, you want to talk about an experience? Bro, fucking last night, I was up, I legitimately got to party on the 65th floor of the 30 Rock, and fucking, I'm trying to find my way back, and of course, I'm poor as fuck, and I'm wasted because it's open bar. So, like, one of the trains is closed coming home. So I am walking around, like, downtown, and for, like, 2 hours trying to find, like, a cab or like, any other connection I could get back home. But it was some bullshit. And I didn't go to bed until 8 this morning. That's why I got the shades on right now. I'm mad sweaty, too. You can see, like, how fucking shiny I am right now.
Was Mae Young there as well?
Nah, Mae Young wasn't there. But it is, like, it was so weird, dude. I was so out of place. It was bad. I don't know what. Yeah. Like, there's people like worth like so much more than me.
You should have just started playing AJ Styles music. I'm a Southern boy.
I ain't got no farmer strength though, so I can't back up my words.
So anyway, just to go ahead and recap, Josh was going with Santino Marella winning the.
All right. You want me to be serious, JB?
I want you to be Josh Perry. That's what I want.
Okay. Well, I don't know what that means. That's terrifying. Let's just say, how about we give the Royal Rumble to Braun Strowman, and we have him face Roman at WrestleMania. How's that sound?
No, it sounds garbage. It sounds like garbage. I don't want it.
What's wrong with it?
Roman in the main event?
I like Roman. What's wrong with Roman?
I'm not even gonna get started there. But CEO, how do you think about that?
You are such a smart, bro.
It's not a smart. Okay, well,
look.
Hold on 1 second. Why is it if someone doesn't like a certain person and a lot of other people don't like him? Like if you don't like John Cena, you're a smart. If you don't like Roman Reigns, you're a smart. If you like Kevin Owens, you're a smart.
Roman Reigns is consistently putting on great matches and great promos and getting the biggest reactions out of the crowd. What the fuck is wrong?
I didn't say anything is wrong with his in-ring product.
Wait.
I didn't say anything was wrong with his in-ring product.
He's great in the ring, but
yeah, I've never said anything about his in-ring product. Number two,
what's wrong with you? You getting there milking that place? He's awesome.
This week, yeah, but he's not usually that good, Josh. Like, come on, I like Roman. I'm on record for saying that I like Roman, especially in the ring. But consistently good promos? Come on, dude. He's had 3 good promos in like the last 2 years.
For months now. You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind.
Bro, there is a channel on YouTube that's dedicated to his botches on a weekly episode on the mic.
Oh,
it's
cool.
dedicated to that.
Cool.
So, I mean,
awesome. If everybody else had that much of a fucking microscope, then they'd all look like idiots.
The thing is, it's okay. He has every now and then he's okay on the mic. Every now and then he's okay. He's good on the mic every now and then, not consistently. In ring stuff, I'm absolutely fine with. As a matter of fact, he's had some really good matches.
And so, I'm just saying, like, Braun versus Roman, they've been building this up for a long time. It's been a great build, and it's been sidelined. Man, I would love to see that match in just like a no holds barred, falls count anywhere main event of WrestleMania or something. Like, that shit would be fucking insane. Like, tell me it wouldn't be though. Like, come on.
We're getting an ambulance match in a couple of weeks anyway.
Oh, the match would be amazing. Yeah, oh god.
Like, come on. When Braun came out this week on Raw, fucking opens up the ambulance, it's like, oh man! Like,
absolutely. I have no problem with Braun. Zero. Braun is the fucking man. I have no problem with him winning the Royal Rumble. Just I prefer him not to fight Roman. Considering
who's he fighting?
Santina. I'll take Santina.
Ain't nobody else of interest outside of Brock.
Lesnar.
That's what I just said, outside of Brock.
Samoa Joe. Hell, I like to see Braun Strowman versus Finn Balor.
Nah.
I would love to see that match. Absolutely.
That'd be crazy to watch, actually.
No, that doesn't interest me. Give me Roman versus Braun. Give me the big beefy dudes slugging it out the ring.
That was really good, Josh. That was good, man. You should have popped out of an ambulance when you did that. Awesome. Or even better, you got an ambulance prop. That was really good, Josh.
You haven't forgot. I'm not done with you yet. I popped at that line. Like,
he's the fucking shit.
I need a shirt with "I'm not done with you."
I know.
Yeah,
there
needs to be.
Like, I need that.
I do too.
There needs to be. So let's go ahead and let's move forward. So the next thing I want to talk about, I know we usually talk about WWE a lot, but I want to talk a little bit about New Japan. Obviously Okada is their ace. He's had the title now for God knows how long. At least since I started really getting into New Japan, which was at Wrestle Kingdom, which is in January, and he continues to defend that title month after month and win month after month. The G1 special is coming, and it's coming to the United States. So it looks like the program is going to be Cody versus Okada. There has been rumblings where it seems that Cody Rhodes, or he likes to go as now Cody, or the Nightmare, is going to go over. So I want your guys' opinions on, is that the right move? Should Cody go over on Okada, considering they've built Okada to be this wrecking ball to where he just cannot be beat, and then you have somebody who is not even a long-term or has put in his time in New Japan to actually get that rub, because it would be a massive victory for whoever gets the win over Okada and ends this reign. CEO, I'm going to go to you first on this one.
I will go on record by saying I absolutely love. Give me a video channel of Cody talking for 24 hours. I will be there watching it. His matches are starting to all feel the same to me personally. But to get to your specific question, no way in hell should Cody Rhodes go over on Okada on U.S. Soil, and here's why. When you're trying to introduce your product to the North American audience, yes, it's the easy thing to say, let's put it on the North American. That's what you have your new United States title for. You want to push what makes your product unique. You want to push your guys as much as possible because that's what's going to differentiate you between WWE. If you put the title on Cody, everyone, well, not everyone, but most wrestling fans are going to know him as Stardust, as someone who was in WWE, and you don't want that stigma. Leave the title on the person who you've built, on the talent that's from your country, and bring something unique here to the States. Don't just give us what we're used to seeing.
I absolutely agree with that 100%. And the fact that they booked Cody Rhodes to fight Okada was perfect in my eyes because Cody Rhodes is somebody that will be noticeable to the U.S. fans. Everybody knows who he is, whether it be Cody on the indie circuit or it be Stardust in WWE, whatever the case may be. And for Okada to win that, that's going to be a huge win for Okada in the eyes of a casual U.S. fan who doesn't really follow New Japan, number one. Number two, like you said, you want to build up your own guys. Okada is their main guy, so that's the guy you want to give the victory to. And if for some reason Cody Rhodes wins, there's no difference between, at that point, in my opinion, with New Japan and WWE because it's something that is being expected. Oh, they're on U.S. soil. They want a U.S. champion to relate to the U.S. fans. But again, that's the purpose that they have the U.S. What are they calling it? The U.S. title? Is that what they're calling it? Yeah. So that's the purpose of having.
I believe so.
Or the United States title, or whatever the title is called. That's the purpose. So the U.S. fans get a U.S. title champion there, but you keep Okada as the ace, as the main guy that's most identifiable with New Japan and the face of New Japan. But that's my thoughts. Josh, I'm gonna go ahead and ask you the same question there.
So why is Okada fighting for the U.S. title?
No, Okada.
He's not. It's the.
Yeah, this is for the main title. So why are you talking about the U.S. title?
No, what they're having a tournament for the U.S. title. Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
Right, and Okada's defending his world title against Cody.
Oh, so Cody is doing both the tournament and he's fighting for the world title.
I'm not so sure if Cody's doing the tournament.
No.
Okay.
No, he's not doing the tournament, but the match is on U.S. soil. That's kind of what I think where we got off into the U.S. title talk.
All right. Yeah, no, Cody definitely should not win because his matches are not nearly at the level of Okada's. So your main event spot is not guaranteed the same quality as it always is. And yeah, it's just, I could see Cody be like in storytelling. I could see Cody becoming champion, and that really draws a lot of heat because that means that you won't get Omega Okada 3 for the belt. They can hold that off a little bit longer instead of rushing that. Then you have some stories to be told within Bullet Club / the Elite of now Cody's the top guy, so maybe Cody's the top guy of the Elite now. He got to do what Omega couldn't do. There's a bunch of different potential stories that could be told if you put the strap on Cody, whereas with Okada, there's not a whole, I mean, there are plenty of avenues they could go down, but maybe not as big and as compelling as they could do with Cody. So I'd like to see Okada retain just for the sake of the matches, but if NJPW wants to do more storytelling, which maybe, I don't know, maybe not so much, but if they would like to go down that road, then Cody provides them with a lot of opportunities.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. There is a lot of opportunities, avenues that they can go, especially with Cody winning, because now Cody wins, like you said. He does what Omega couldn't do. Now that causes dissension. There's a whole bunch of different routes that they can do, and I think that's what makes it, at least for me, I'm so excited to see the match just because I want to see what they do. If this was WWE and something that was going on, I probably would have already predicted what the outcome is going to be. But because it's New Japan, we don't know where it's going to be and what's going to happen. Now, I think we all are under the same agreement that we think the right thing to do is Okada going over. My last question before we move forward here is, even though that's what we want, is that what we get? What is your early prediction for Okada and Cody? CEO?
Oh, Okada goes over strong. I want to see the match look competitive for probably maybe the first third, and then the second 2/3. I just want Okada to just completely just destroy Cody Rhodes. Like, that would personally make me feel happy to see that. But I know that's not what we're gonna get. But I definitely think Okada goes over.
Josh?
Okada, definitely, no doubt.
Yeah, I agree with both of you guys. Okada is the right choice, and I hope he does go over, and that's my prediction as well. I tend to agree more with Josh, though. I'm not really impressed with Cody's work. It's just average to me. I know a lot of people are high on him, and I've even said, I've tweeted out, I think we'll be lucky if we see a 4-star match, and that says a lot considering all of Okada's last couple matches have all been like 4+ stars. I think we're gonna. I don't even think Meltzer himself, the guy who's a diehard New Japan guy, is gonna have a hard time even rating this a 4-star. That's just my bold prediction, but it remains to be seen. So we'll see what's gonna happen. Really, that's what we got as far as topics go. The only thing we have left is pretty much the main segment of the night, which is our gripe bomb. And for those who've never seen the show, what the gripe bomb is, I'm gonna give each of our guests 60 seconds to go and rant and rave and whine and bitch and complain, whatever they want to call it. They have 60 seconds to do it about anything in professional wrestling. So I will go to the head editor, Josh Perry. Josh, go ahead and drop that gripe bomb.
All right, so with all due respect, can I actually gripe about the premise of this segment?
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna gripe about the fact that wrestling fans, wrestling fandom in general, have this inherent need to gripe and to complain and to rank and to always, like, try to. I think it was Kevin Nash tweeted out, or somebody tweeted out, like, it was Al Snow of all people, of course, tweeted out, like, if you just quit pretending like you knew everything, you would have a lot more fun and the product would be a lot better. And I agree with that so much. Like, I just think that people shouldn't complain so much. People shouldn't want to find things to dislike and to always try to be, Brian Alvarez and -5 stars. Like, you don't need to be like that, like, all the time. Just enjoy the product. If you're not a wrestling fan, then don't watch.
Time. All right, yeah. I definitely wasn't expecting that. That's a lot different than we normally get. But you do make some valid points, and I understand where you're coming from. But at the end of the day, it's wrestling. It's always going to be subjective. You're always going to have people bitch and complain about something. I brought this up.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like, there's so many different other things in the world that is just like that. It's everything is subjective. There's so many different things that are subjective, but, like, there's no culture, maybe outside of, like, gaming culture, where people are just so inherently bitching, about whatever's coming out. No matter what, people are always going to bitch.
That's what wrestling is all about, really. I mean, the fans. That's just the type of fans wrestling has. CEO, I'm gonna go to you though. If you want to comment basically first on what Josh said, firstly, and then we'll move forward with your personal gripe bomb.
As far as Josh's gripe, I agree to an extent. I think that if you're bitching just to bitch, basically, then shut the fuck up. If you have actual critiques and actual things that you can point out, because the only thing that I took umbrage with as far as what Josh said is that don't watch. Like, I think that's the mentality that we don't want to push. Don't say just don't watch, but if you're watching and you're not happy with it, constructively come up with a reason and talk about why you don't like it and what can be improved, because that's what's going to push the product forward. Maybe not WWE because they do their own thing, but that's what's going to push the industry forward. You never want to just stagnate and just be like, oh, well, since I like wrestling, I'm just going to take this storyline even though I don't like it. No, say why you don't like it. Show reasons why you don't, and support those decisions. The thing that I have an issue with, and this is what the squared circle mentality is, when you just bitch about something and anytime somebody brings up a counterpoint to that, it's, oh, you're a smart. That's an issue all the way across. Just don't be content with, if you're not happy with something, fine. talk about why you're not happy with it, but don't bitch just to be bitching. That's something nobody wants to deal with. And that's part of what we do here in podcasting. We talk about things that we don't like, but we come up with reasons why we don't like them, and we actually explain those reasons out. We're not just sitting here, me and JB, saying, "Oh, you don't like Roman? Well, you're an idiot because you don't like Roman. You're a smart." And then JB responds back, "Well, you just don't understand the business." They have reasons why you're saying what you're saying.
I think I'm gonna start saying that though.
As far as as far as my gripe with something with wrestling.
Just real quick, I absolutely 100% agree with what you're saying, because as long as you can follow up your statements with valid reasons. Again, everybody has their own opinions, and everyone will in the world of wrestling. Everyone's going to give their own opinions, so I absolutely agree. And yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Onto your gripe, I'm go ahead and drop your gripe, bro.
Well, I just want to say my favorite thing when I used to be on Squared Circle on Reddit before I just completely just got out of it is because they weren't ready for my intelligence. Is I used to love when people would be like, "Oh, Roman sucks," and then I would list off the reason he's a terrible wrestler. Roman's made the Big Show look like $1 million when Big Show has been well past over the hill. If you had to have anybody deliver, if you had to bet on somebody to deliver a 4-star to 5-star match consistently on every pay-per-view, I will go on record right now by saying Roman Reigns and AJ Styles would be the two people that I would pick. Roman Reigns is a great wrestler. I used to love hopping on people when they would say Roman can't wrestle because you're just a fucking idiot. As far as my gripe is in wrestling, what I want to say is let's get away from doing things just because that's the way they've been done. Let's get back to pushing the boundaries. Let's get back to coming up with creative ways to finish it. Yes. Guess what? All the fans, not all, most of the fans bitched about the fact that the first Money in the Bank winner was a man. Women's Money in the Bank winner was a man. But guess what? That's the response they fucking wanted you to have. Now they're having the redo next week on SmackDown. It was all planned. This is what good wrestling should be. It should be something that leaves us for something to talk about. Not necessarily bitch about, but something to talk about and something to catch us off guard.
Well, you had about 10 seconds more, but I think you said what you had to say in that time. So, yeah, and that's another thing I was talking about last night. I was on Twitter and I was talking about everyone's complaining about that finish in the women's Money in the Bank, and I think what people are not getting is no, I'm saying majority of the people are, and I think what those people are not realizing is this is the exact reaction. You don't think WWE is gonna be like, oh, by interjecting a man, people are gonna be like, oh, this is all fucked up. It's the first. This is the reaction they want. People are thinking, oh, because people spoke up, that's why they're redoing the match. Guess what? That's not the case. And guess what? Carmella is still going to absolutely win because that is the reaction they wanted from everybody, and they wanted the heat. And we're gonna get a rematch, and Carmella's gonna win anyway. But Josh, any thoughts on what CEO said in his gripe bomb?
Man, scooping my heat, brother, because I was already talking about that earlier in the episode. So, I think Hayes is just rap game Melania Trump. He can't deliver a speech he thought of, man.
I think
Josh Perry, you're too young to be such a curmudgeon. And I see you're finally growing in your facial hair. I know you're trying. Hopefully, at some point, you can actually grow a beard like a real man. But you're only 7.
I know.
And I still love you.
You guys give me a lot of expectations and stuff. Again, I'm only 7 years old. I was born in 2010, okay?
But you're the most knowledgeable 7-year-old I know.
Yeah. I mean, I'm the only 7-year-old you know because you're not allowed in near 200 yards of a school. So I'm the only opportunity you have to get to know. So
I have I don't want to get into war words with Josh. I really don't. I don't want to hurt his feelings. He's too young, and then it'll be child abuse, and I'll get arrested, and I can't go to work tomorrow. It's a whole big thing. So instead of doing that,
this is almost child abuse. The fact that I have to be on this podcast with you.
You didn't get like a parent's permission or anything. You didn't get a parents thing signed, no?
No, man. No, I'm my own man. Champ don't need no parents.
Damn. Heel turn.
So I showed up on the episode with fucking sunglasses and a championship belt. How the hell am I not been a heel?
This has been a really fun.
Josh is the best Josh.
Huh? Oh yeah, absolutely. Heel, everybody's the best. That person. It's always more fun to be a heel.
Uh,
But
Hill Hill Bello Hill Bello is just like when Bello turns heel, it's just really cute. Like when a little kid gets mad and starts like
Bello is a
throwing
heel. He's
toys
a Trump
around.
supporter. He's a natural. He is a heel.
but I don't know. He's a different type of heel. He's a good heel when he doesn't want to be.
Tweener.
Yeah, he's a good heel when he's not trying to be.
Exactly.
So yeah, tweener. I guess tweener is the right word. But again, guys, I really had a lot of fun with this show. I thank you both so much. I know you guys are busy as fuck, especially Josh. So I do thank you guys for coming and doing this episode. Before we go ahead and go home, I'm gonna ask you guys if you can go ahead and tell the good people where you can be found. Josh, I'll go to you first.
You can find me. I don't know. I go to bodegas a lot to get beer. I stand outside to smoke cigarettes, so you can find me like there. If you need one, just come by. I'll give you one. Okay. I mean, I know they're expensive, but I've got a guy that's, they don't have the New York stamp on them though, so it's a little bit sketchy.
Oh, I love those places. I'm in New York.
So yeah, those are the general places you can find me like in the world. But if you're trying to find me like online, outside of like this right now, yeah. So I actually have a Twitter, and it's VERLANDJ, which is 8 characters, which is one more than my age. So that's a fast fact for you. And that's also my Instagram. And yeah, so it's your favorite 7-year-old champion. So yeah, I'm 7.
Ladies and gentlemen, the whatever the fuck champion, Josh Perry.
I'm 7.
The 7-year-old champ, Josh Perry.
I'm
and CEOHaize, where can the good people find you, sir?
The good people can find me at CEOHaize. That's at CEOHaize on all social media platforms. But more importantly, if you have any gripe with the Wrestling World Podcast Network or any of our hosts, you can send that to my other Twitter. That's at Gerald L. Cooper. Also, I do accept nudes only at that Twitter. Thank you very much.
Cooper's gonna. Okay, let's go ahead and move forward. So, I can be reached at WWPN JayB, and that, like I always say, is spelled WWPN JayB. And this is the Wrestling World Podcast Network. And to see all of our content, we have articles, we have podcasts, we have YouTube shows. You can go on our website, thewwpn.com. And if you want to see our YouTube channel, you just go on YouTube and search Wrestling World Podcast Network, and you'll be able to see all of our content. We have a lot of fun stuff coming, and just go ahead and look out for it. We do ask, if you can continue to support, and we appreciate all the support that we're getting from all of our listeners. As CEO always says, we don't have fans. We just have supporters and listeners, and we do appreciate each and every one of you guys. Please continue to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also subscribe and review us on iTunes for our podcasts. For CEOHaize and Josh Perry, I am the Prodigal One, JayB, saying good night